Sveiki gyvi, mano vardas Povilas Petrauskas ir specialiai iš Pardavimų Formulės ką tik po savo pranešimo turime svečią ir bus garbė pasikalbėti specialiai Salesclub bendruomenė, B2B bendruomenė, pakalbinti žmogų, kuris trumpai dar pristatys save, kodėl jo toks vardas, nes švediškai turėtų būti lyg kitaip. Tai Antoni Lacinai. It's a pleasure to be just close to you when you made the presentation, and then we'll have some kind of 15 minutes.
Yeah,
some
sure.
small talk about the things that you are passionate about, and you already mentioned some fun facts. But first of all, you are a Swedish guy.
Yes, I'm born in Sweden. Yeah.
Yeah, but as I know, like Swedish surnames is like Henriksson, Andersson, and so on, so on. Your name is Lacinai. Is that some kind of interesting stuff from the beginning of your birth?
My heritage is not from Sweden. This is from my father's side. He's from Albania.
Oh.
So he came to Sweden in '63, so 50 something years ago now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, perhaps that's why I became interested in communication, because nobody seemed to know how to pronounce my name. Not even you. You just said Antonio, and it's Antoni.
Oh my God.
So you see, you already started there. And then you have the last name. You know what I've been called? Lacinai, lasagna, last night even.
Last night.
Laciani, everything. People think I'm from Italy normally.
At first, my impression was like you are an Italian guy.
Yeah, you see, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So now I have learned to say io parlare molto bene italiano, which means that I know very well how to speak Italian, but I don't know anything else than that.
Okay, that's good. That's nice beginning. Communication.
But now I know labas ritas and ačiū as well.
I guess that later in the evening you will know a little bit more in Lithuanian, then there will be some kind of after party stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, good. We don't have much time,
yep.
But there are some kind of good stuff that you know from your experience and where you are professional at. So it's kind of communication stuff for salespersons, goal setting, all the kind of motivation stuff. You mentioned about these 5 things, but I guess that there are not only 5 things to be more productive in selling.
Oh no, I mean there's so many things you can do, of course.
Can you share a little bit more, just like like added value for those who didn't saw the presentation in Sales Formula?
Well, yeah, I mean, as you said, I am passionate about communication, mostly analog communication. And the fundamental kind of lesson of truth is that whatever you think, say, and do will affect the way you feel, but also how other people feel. So you have the power to make people feel the way you want them to feel. Now, that in turn means that you also take the next step, which is to perform. So what you make, how you feel, will also decide how well you perform, meaning the results you will get out of it.
Yeah.
So one thing that I didn't talk about here, for instance, is that if you feel good, if you feel motivated, if you're happy, you will perform better as a salesperson. Positive psychology has done research on this, and they say that the salesperson in a good mood is 37% better at his or her job than if you're not. So if I'm a sales manager and I have 4 persons, I will make sure that they feel good, because then they will act like 6, but I only pay salary for 4.
Like economical stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's profitable to have happy salespeople.
Yeah. You mentioned about if there's kind of manager and employees.
Yep.
What is the best way to communicate, not with your clients, but with your team, if you have some kind of team?
Depends on which situation you're in. What you talking about?
Just sales team. You are a manager for them, like 4 people, like 5 people, or something like a little bit more.
Yeah.
And what are the kind of tips for the manager to work better with sales team?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you need to find out how experienced are they. If they are inexperienced, you need to steer them a little bit more. You need to kind of guide them more. But if they are experienced, you just need to decide on the common goal, and then you let them go, and you support them whenever they want to. So you need to be. It's called situational leadership, and I think this makes perfect sense also for a sales manager.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, to agree on common goals, to let the salespersons also decide how they want to reach that goal. Because goal setting is really important. If you have the right kind of goals, people will perform 15 to 30% better than if you have the wrong kind of goals. So that's huge numbers, setting the right kind of goals.
Yeah, and it's kind of, you have to pass some kind of way to realize how it is good to set good goals.
Yeah.
What is the right way to set good goals? Because sometimes, it doesn't matter in which area of business, some people work hard, some people work smart. Do you have some kind of small tips to share?
Some of that is of course about experience. Some of it is about knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Where am I good? You know, you have kind of two different salespersons. You have the hunters and you have the farmers.
Yeah.
If we want to divide it simply, you know. And of course, if you know that you're a good hunter, focus on that, you know, more. I mean, focus on your strengths first. Then, of course, your weaknesses shouldn't be so bad that it hinders you. But otherwise, focus on your strength. I'm not a hunter in that case. I like to connect with people. I like to have warm conversations. So perhaps I'm more of a farmer. Cultivate, grow, deepen the relationship, help them one step more, not only once, but perhaps 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So I know that that's my strength. I know that I'm good at meeting people, but I'm not very good at calling, you know, an unknown person up and say, hey, my name is Antoni Lacinai, and they will say, Antoni who? You know, it doesn't work for me, so I'm not strong there. I can be better, I guess, but I see the last 11 years, I haven't had the need to be strong in that area for some reason.
It's kind of skills that you have to manage.
Yeah. It's competence. Another thing is also that some people think that product knowledge, technical expertise is really important. But if you look at research, 15% of your success is based on your technical expertise and 85% about your personality, which is about what you think, what you say, what you do.
Yeah.
Yes. But you need the 15%. You need to know your stuff. But that's an entry ticket. This is the hygiene factor. If you have no idea what you're talking about, you probably should study that area. And then you can talk about personality, building relationships. Especially now when we talk about business-to-business sales, because then you're into long-term relationships with the customer.
Just one thing that I'm interested in, and I think that many salespeople are kind of in some ways struggling with that. For example, they are going to the seminar, they are going to some kind of conference, they see some motivational stuff in these events, and then they say, okay, I have a goal. They are coming back to the offices, and in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, they're kind of, all motivation is going like down. What is the reason of it? How do you think, and how to manage that?
No, it's pretty simple actually. First of all, this is how the memory curve looks like.
Okay.
So you will forget most of the people here will forget most of what I said within 30 days. This is how it is.
So
they are
you
inspired.
can make the same speech in 1 month and it will be like
no, that's
new
repetition. If I do repetition, then it will be higher up again. But you're right, The second thing is that according to learning experts, 15% of the people in here will take what I've said, something of what I said, or someone else, and do something positive with it when they leave this facility. 15%, they don't care. They are here for you know, they might not like me or the other speakers, or something's going on at home, or, you know, they're not focused. It's the 70% in the middle that want to make a change, but they don't know how to. They go back to their old habits. They are the one who needs the help the most. And my advice is to go to a person like me or to you, a coach, because then you have somebody who can help them to kind of ramp up that competence level again, top of mind, tips that comes up, and then they will be able to actually perform much better. So this is the reason why you have a personal trainer or a consultant or a coach. It's because that person has expectations on you. And now you want to perform. If you have somebody who expects you to perform, you will increase the chance from 40 to 95%. So the 70% in the middle who wants to, but who doesn't have perhaps the infrastructure around them, they need people like us, I guess.
But maybe there's some kind of the same idea it could be in the team. For example, if they are coming like 5 from the same company, and if there are kind of 2 are not motivated, 3 are motivated and strongly motivated, maybe these 2 are also going up. How do you think
Yeah, it
about
depends
that?
on the power structure, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if an informal leader is saying, I don't care about this, then it's hard for the other ones to follow. But as a sales manager, you should watch out. And you should make sure that they, after they come to a conference like this, if they go back home, I think they should very quickly reflect on what's been said. What was the most important outcome of this? What can we take with us? And then start with one thing. What should you do? What was the most important thing for you? Well, for me, it was about listening skills. Well, fine. How can you focus on that? And then you follow up. And then you do something else for the other one and the other one. So that you can focus on one thing only at a time.
From your experience, inside company, these meetings, like weekly meetings or daily meetings, you are smiling. Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad?
Meetings are like PowerPoint. It depends on how you use it, you know. Information meetings are mostly a waste of time. What you should do in meetings is to have high energy and high efficiency. So you should have both.
Yeah.
If you have only high energy, then you're all clowns and it's just coffee breaks and fun, but it doesn't lead anywhere. If you only have high efficiency, then it's boring. So what you need is both. So what I would do if I'm leading that meeting, I will make sure that everyone feels involved and engaged. Look at the leadership model, very simple model. Involve, inform, implement.
Yes.
I.
Yes.
If you involve a lot, you don't have to inform so much. Everyone was part of it, and then they will implement it. But if you have a bigger company and only 3 people are involved in the decision, then they need to inform and inform.
And
but nobody really gets it because they forget after 30 days anyway.
Yeah.
And then they won't implement it. So involve as much as you can, as much as you can.
But it's kind of a skill of like the leader and the boss. So one of them is kind of involving, another one is like saying you have to do this, you have to do that, and so on and so on.
It could be like the difference between inspiration and information somehow.
But
meeting leadership, if we talk about that, that's a competence in itself. This, leaders are in meetings 50 to 80% of their working time. But they don't focus on ramping up their competence when it comes to that. They should know it somehow. They don't.
Okay, and probably going to the end of our small talk. If we have some kind of small companies or bigger companies, for those persons who are willing to reach more, they are motivated, they are reading books, they are going to the conferences, to seminars, and so on and so on. And in this environment, do they have to talk just inside the company, inside their team, or just to go somewhere out to reach for new contacts, to reach for new, I don't know, maybe new clients, new friends, and to talk
for what
with
purpose
them?
you mean?
Just to spread their knowledge, to find new clients, to find new ideas, how everyone understood new information. Because just when I heard you and I am coming to my team, it's one thing that I wanted to say for them. But if I wanted to talk in other communities, in some kind of clubs, is it good or bad to be not in one area, just to spread my being outside?
I would say it's good. I mean, I cannot see any reason why networking is bad. Getting influences from different areas. I still think you should have the same purpose, the same vision within your group. I think that's important. I think it's really important. But to do that without external influences sounds really strange. You should probably get external influences from different areas. And it could be totally different industries than yourself. You learn a lot from checking out different branches, industries as well. So I promote it.
I'm asking this because you are going around the world, and you see a lot of different styles of communication. That's why I just want to ask, is it okay to go, just not be in the same team, just go out and to reach more people and so on and so on? So this is what I was just interested in.
But again, for me it's a blessing, and I'm fortunate enough to meet different cultures. Although I live in Sweden, so most of my work is in Sweden. But then I go to other places as well. And it's fascinating, how you can detect different communication styles.
The world is small, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we are very similar in many cases.
Yeah.
We shouldn't forget that. But then in some areas we are different as well.
Okay. And the last one, can you say some kind of benefits for those who are in some kind of community? For example, the sales club, B2B business persons. What is the benefit to be in this community?
Well, for me, being in a community, I'm in different communities myself. There's the possibility to learn from others, to learn, network, having fun. Those are kind of the mantras. If I can learn, if I can network, if I can have fun, it's a great place to be. And my advice then in that case would be, let your guard down, drop the prestige, help each other out. Yeah. Because if I can help you with something, instead of keeping it to myself, it's karma. It will come back. It will help everyone. So if I can help you become a better salesperson, you will help me become a better salesperson. It will help, everyone will benefit from that. So that's, I think, one of the great reasons of being part of a community. For me.
It's kind of new ideas, new insights.
Yes.
Some more fun and some more business.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, I am part of a professional speakers association. And we help each other out with a lot of things. I can ask a question on Facebook and they will answer and help me out. But I also can get business out of it, of course. And I can help other people get business out of it. So yeah, it has many purposes.
You are doing this by sharing your knowledge.
Hopefully I am, right?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Ačiū, čia buvo, dabar noriu tik tai aiškiai ištart vardą, pavardę, Antoni Lacinai. This is correct?
That was correct.
Okay, in the second attempt. Ir tai, kuo jis pasidalino ir Pardavimų Formulė, ir šitam trumpam interviu, tikiuosi, kad buvo naudinga ir sekite tuo pavyzdžiu, kad būtų kuo daugiau naudos jums ir jūsų komandai. Sėkmės. Thank you.
Thank you.